So what you want to start off by doing is verify that you're signed into the same Apple ID that you want to go ahead and actually get your data from. So if you're signed into a different Apple ID or different username, your calendar stuff is not going to come onto the same iPhone. So keep that in mind. So what I do is typically I go into my specific calendar, and then from here, I want to go ahead and match up whatever entries I have here to whatever device I had before and make sure everything matches. Typically they match, but sometimes they don't sync up properly. And that's the problem that I was having. And I was even getting problems on my Mac that was saying, this calendar is not being refreshed properly. So what I did, and it's the same concept on iPhone, but again, I'll separate it later. You want to go into your iPhone. If you're experiencing this problem on your iPhone, you want to go into your settings app just like this. Now, what I did was I went into my iCloud settings. I then clicked iCloud, which is right here. And then what you want to do is you'll see this little calendar, little iCloud toggle thing right here, okay? So you just want to follow it through calendar. Okay, it's right here. All you need to do is make sure that this toggle is on. Now, for a lot of you, I'm pretty sure this toggle may already be enabled. So what I had to do in this specific case was I actually had to go and disable the toggle. So whatever this came up. And what I did was I clicked delete from my iPhone. So then it would go ahead and delete everything that was on my iPhone from the calendar entry. And then what I did was I went ahead and re-enable that toggle again. And what ended up happening was as soon as I went back into my calendar, now this is not my real phone, this is just, my business phone or whatever, I actually was able to see that my calendar things were there and I was not getting any more errors. And what I verified this and how I verified this was I went ahead and made a test entry. I just said on here, I just said something stupid. And then I clicked add. And then what ended up happening was I went to my other device and I was actually able to see that it did sync up. It took like a second or two, but it synced up. And ever since then, this was like a week ago, nothing has happened. And I'm super happy this ended up being the case. So that's all you have to do in order to actually make sure your calendar invites are, valid and making sure they're, there. Now, the other thing you can do on your iPhone is also making sure that the data is automatically pushed up. So you don't have to manually push anything. So in order to do this, you want to go into your settings. You want to scroll down until you get into the calendar little option, which is right here. So go ahead and click there. You'll see this little account option up here. So you want to go and click that. And then you'll see this little option right here. You want to click fetch new data and you want to make sure this is on push. If this is off and this, you want to make sure this is on automatically as well. If this is on manually or hourly or anything like that, then it's going to change up those intervals. If it's automatically, it's going to make it so much better. So make sure this is on automatic and make sure this is on push. And then from there, that'll probably end up fixing your calendar. If it still doesn't work, then obviously go ahead and restart your phone. Go ahead and do the same steps that I told you again, and that should end up fixing it. Now,